Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore, RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news now. Imagine the Ravens pulling off one of the most shocking and exciting moves of the season, acquiring Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, I know it sounds wild, but if recent whispers in NFL circles are any indication, the possibility isn't just a fantasy. Reports suggest that this could be more than just a rumor. It might be a game-changing reality. And for Ravens fans, this could mean a whole new chapter in their quest for championship glory. Garrett, a true powerhouse on the defensive line, would be a massive upgrade, particularly at a time when the team is looking to bolster its pass rush and solidify its defense for a deep playoff run. Let's back up a little and look at what's happening in Cleveland first. According to sources close to the league, echoing the insights of Adam Schefter, the Browns seem to be signaling a rebuild mode. The trade deadline on November 4, 2025, was just the tip of the iceberg, with Cleveland showing they're willing to move some of their key players in exchange for future assets. The Browns, sitting at 3-9 with a cap space of about $9 million, are clearly prioritizing youth and draft capital. They've already shipped out their top pass rusher, Garrett, in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. This move indicates a shift in focus. They're resetting, especially after a season marred by injuries and defensive struggles. Garrett himself has been a dominant force this season, with 94, 5 PFF pass rush grade, 11 sacks, 50 tackles, and 9 tackles for loss in just 12 games. He's been a nightmare for offensive lines. His ability to generate pressure with a pressure rate of 5%, combined with forcing 5 fumbles and boasting an EPA stop of plus 0.51, makes him one of the top edge rushers in the league. Garrett's career stats speak volumes. 110 sacks so far, 7 Pro Bowls, and an 82% win rate on his edge rushes. This season, he's been a force, averaging 2 QB hits per game, with an impressive 80% success rate on bull rushes, and a pressure efficiency against mobile quarterbacks of plus 0.39 EPA. His explosiveness in the red zone, with a 52% stop rate and a 40-yard dash speed of 4.64 seconds, shows he's a game wrecker, a true difference maker who can swing a game single-handedly. While Cleveland is clearing cap space to extend Deshaun Watson, with about $33 million available, they're clearly focusing on building through the draft and young players, especially on offense, prioritizing wide receivers over Garrett, who's set to hit free agency in 2026. The Browns are in a clear rebuild mode, trying to retool their roster after a disappointing season, especially with their run defense allowing over 4 yards per carry, and their offensive line struggling with injuries and sacks. Their emphasis now seems to be on drafting young talent and shaping a more sustainable future. Now, shifting gears to the Ravens, the news is just as exciting. The team has faced some setbacks recently, with key players like Dalen Hayes and Broderick Washington going down with injuries. Hayes with a neck injury, out for the season, and Washington with a knee IR. These injuries have hit the pass rush hard, dropping their sack average from 2.3 to just 2.0 per game. But here's where the potential game-changer comes in. If Baltimore manages to pull off the Garrett deal, it would elevate their pass rush from a modest 2.3 sacks per game to around 3.7, drastically improving their ability to pressure quarterbacks and force turnovers. Garrett's addition would be a massive boost to the defense, especially considering his ability to generate pressure on his own and create mismatches that open up opportunities for others. Plus, Garrett's fit in the Ravens' scheme under John Harbaugh would be perfect. His ability to generate pressure from the right side would complement the existing talents like Calais Campbell and Ode Foy, creating a formidable front that opposing offensive lines would struggle to handle. His presence would also help stabilize the run defense, which has been a little inconsistent at times, allowing fewer yards per carry and boosting the team's overall EPA per play on defense. With Garrett on board, the Ravens could elevate their red zone defense, increasing stops from 65% to even higher, and tighten the screws on divisional rivals like the Steelers and Bengals. This move would have ripple effects beyond just the stat sheet. It would send a message to the entire league and to AFC North rivals that the Ravens are all in on competing at the highest level. If Garrett were to join Baltimore, he would instantly become the team's X factor in the playoffs. His pass rush productivity, especially in clutch moments, would be invaluable. Imagine him forcing key fumbles, collapsing the pocket on third down, and creating chaos in the backfield. His presence alone would likely double the Ravens' sack rate, making life miserable for quarterbacks like Joe Burrow and Kenny Pickett. Baltimore's defense would become even more relentless, and that could be the difference-maker in close playoff games. Now, let's talk about the potential impact on the AFC North race. With Garrett, the Ravens would have a clear edge in pass rush, which historically has been one of their strengths but has lacked consistency this season. The Bengals and Steelers, both formidable teams with strong offenses, would have to game plan around Garrett's disruptive presence. This could tilt the balance in Baltimore's favor, giving them a better shot at winning divisional games and securing a top seed in the AFC. Plus, Garrett's influence on the locker room and veteran presence would be invaluable, especially for the younger players on the defense who are still developing. Looking ahead, this move would also reshape the Ravens' approach to free agency and the draft. With Garrett's contract in the fold, Baltimore could focus on other areas of need, like offensive line help or additional weapons for Lamar Jackson, knowing their pass rush is rock solid. It's a strategic move that could pay dividends not only this season, but for years to come. The Ravens have always been a team that emphasizes smart, aggressive football, and adding Garrett would be the ultimate expression of that philosophy, a statement that they're ready to dominate the AFC for the foreseeable future. Now, I want to highlight something important. This isn't just about adding a star player. It's about what Garrett brings beyond his stats, his leadership, his relentless motor, and his ability to elevate everyone around him. Baltimore fans love players who play with passion and intensity, and Garrett embodies that in every snap. His work ethic, his desire to be the best, and his knack for making plays in critical moments make him a perfect fit for the Ravens' culture. If this deal goes through, it could be the start of a new era of dominance for Baltimore, one where they not only contend but also set the tone for the AFC for years to come. Now, let's talk about the odds. The Super Bowl odds have shifted dramatically, from plus 6,000 to around plus 3,000, with Garrett projected to be a key factor in the Ravens' playoff push. His ability to turn close games into wins, especially in overtime or clutch moments, could be the difference between an early exit and a deep run. His potential to double Burrow in those critical moments, neutralize the Bengals' offense, and help the Ravens secure the AFC North title makes him a true X-factor. This isn't just about adding a player. It's about transforming the team into a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Garrett, with his relentless drive and game-changing ability, would be shaping a dynasty in Baltimore that fans have been dreaming of. And of course, imagining Garrett in purple and black, tearing through offensive lines like a ravenous predator, just sends chills down the spine. His ability to force mismatches, generate sacks, and create chaos in the backfield would turn the Ravens into an even more terrifying defense. It's like adding a dark shadow, a titan that can wreak havoc from the edge, forging a new era of Ravens football that's built on dominance and resilience. This potential move has Ravens fans buzzing, dreaming of a season where Garrett's impact propels Baltimore to heights they've only glimpsed in recent years. So, what does all this mean for the future? It means that Baltimore is positioning itself to be a serious threat come playoff time. With Garrett's elite pass rush skills, leadership, and relentless energy, the Ravens could finally cement their place at the top of the AFC. Their defense, already solid, would become one of the league's most feared units, and their chances of making a deep Super Bowl run would skyrocket. It would also send a clear message to the rest of the league. Baltimore isn't just playing for the division. They're playing for the whole damn thing. This kind of blockbuster trade doesn't happen every day, and if it does, it could be a turning point for Baltimore's championship ambitions. As fans, we know that defense wins championships, and Garrett is the kind of player who can change the course of a season with a single play. His addition would energize the entire team, boost morale, and set the tone for a relentless pursuit of greatness. The city of Baltimore, already passionate about their Ravens, would have even more reason to believe that another Super Bowl isn't just a dream but a real, attainable goal. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking at the bigger picture, the potential acquisition of Garrett could also influence how other teams approach their roster-building strategies. The Ravens have shown they're willing to make bold moves, and if this deal happens, it might push other AFC contenders to get even more aggressive in pursuit of the crown. Baltimore's front office has a history of smart, strategic moves, and adding a player of Garrett's caliber would be a statement that they're serious about contending now and in the future. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. Do you believe this move could bring a Super Bowl to Baltimore? Are you excited about the possibility of Garrett donning the purple and black? Or do you think Cleveland should hang on to him and rebuild differently? Whatever your thoughts are, we want to hear them. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. Together, we're building a community of passionate fans who believe in the greatness of our team and our city. Let's keep the faith, and let's keep cheering for our Ravens, because when they rise, Baltimore rises with them.